Recently, I was involved in developing a chatbot project for the library. It came about because UOW had employed an AI specialist in Dr. Rory C. And Rory was interested in the library because we already had chat. We had a knowledge base up, and these are important things if you want to go into an AI situation. So artificial intelligence needs a lot of data and a lot of information to feed into it. So we were already part way there. So he actually approached the library and we very quickly said yes.
Luckily, our computer science department runs the CSIT 321 subject, in which students work on their practical experience by working with a real client. Also, the University of Wollongong Library provided client services experts, whereas learning, teaching and curriculum provided a senior lecturer in AI.
Rory introduced me to Dev, and he said that the libraries are interested in building a conversational agent for providing library services. Dev and Rory proposed a project for the subject coordinator, and then the subject was advertised to the students, and the students look at the list, and then this is what they wanted to do. Yeah.
So we were able to get our project up as a capstone opportunity for honours students in the Faculty of Information Sciences.
We were extremely lucky to have an exceptionally gifted team of students with the diverse set of skills that we were looking for.
They were ready and raring to go right from the start, because this was something that really interested them and they wanted to be part of it.
The team is the students. They have the client, which is the Dev and Rory. So I acted as a more like a consultant in terms of providing advice and technical advice, especially in terms of AI technologies.
The team was fairly unexperienced. We needed to ensure that we delivered a product and, more importantly, deliver it in a timely manner. This is why we chose for Agile Scrum methodology, which is characterized by a start small and slowly grow bigger and better all along the way.
I think this is one of the first projects that they really work with a real client, right? So I think the first challenge that I found is that the way that they communicate and try to understand exactly what the library, what this particular client really want in this project. And then another thing is technologies, right? So they have to really, learn new AI technologies so that they can apply and build this particular chatbot.
I've really never had the opportunity to work so closely in an in-depth way with the students in particular, and the knowledge that they brought to this was mind-blowing. Rory was mentoring them and helping them through the different very complex situations that they were trying to develop. My expertise came into it several times around what our clients actually need and what was it that we were trying to ensure around service.
Chatbot needed to answer questions similar to how a librarian would answer questions when they meet a student face-to-face. In order to do so, the chatbot needs to learn from actual interactions. So we retrieved a dataset of approximately 400 questions and answers. Our first minimum viable product, Chatbot version 0.1, was custom built by the team. We soon found out that in order to secure stability, multi-tenancy and maintainability, we needed to work with more mature technologies than our own. Hence, and partly driven by a lack of funding, we chose to use the open source RASA framework for our chatbot interactions and having Elasticsearch as our database technology.
I think for the student, I think they have a very good experience. First of all is that they have a real client, which is what we really want. And then from this project, they learn how to talk to how to get requirements from the real client. They also learn about how to use AI to develop this exciting application. my vision is that after this particular proof of concept, then we can expand this and build this on different sectors in the universities.
Our project never thought just library. The library doesn't think that way. Some of the major goals that we achieved through the project were being able to articulate our process and our journey out to the bigger library community. We put together an abstract that was accepted to the ALIA online conference. It was just one of the biggest library conferences in Australia. The paper itself was very well received, but the presentation incited a lot of interest from right across Australia and internationally. So I think that just getting awareness of where you can go with a project that was not funded, that we just used the expertise of students and that it was achievable.